Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome back to my channel. So we are still talking about window envelopes. And today I'd like to talk about what if you don't have dies to make die cuts out of your paper. What if, and what if you don't have plastic to put in the windows? What if you don't collect window envelopes from your junk mail? It's all okay if you don't have and don't collect. Everything is fine. Let's make something anyway. But let's assume that you have some hole punches. So let's start there. What can we do? First, I'm going to cut this off at 7 inches. And that is going to be for the length of our faux envelope that we're going to end up making. It's going to be a pocket is what it'll turn out to be. Now we want it to be just so wide. We just want it to be a flip on the edge of our paper. Let's assume then that, I don't know, how wide is that? That is from there to there 2 inches. And that will make that look like a board. But let's go, let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, let's go the 2, maybe 2.5 inches. How's that sound? Let's go 2.5 inches right there. Oops, I wasn't supposed to cut that off. Well, let's assume this is what we have. Okay. We're going to go 2.5 inches and fold it. So I need to just mark where my 2.5 is. I need a pencil. I don't want to cut it. I just want to measure 2.5 right there. Okay. Now, doing this right this time, we can use this one too, but we're going to use it in a different way. Why not, now that we have it? Fold this at your 2.5 inch line and give that a nice crease. And we're going to cut it off right along here. Now you could just leave another 1/2 inch of this to make your hinge, but we're going to make our hinge a little separately. Just so, I think it's easier to explain that way. So I cut another, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch here maybe. And I'm just going to fold that in half. And that's going to be how we hinge this to our page. Now I made this rather small because I'm thinking, well, I don't have any dies to cut this, so with hole punches you can't really get them in the right place. But I'm going to show you just a little trick. See, this paper bends right there, and you can see that this only goes to there. It puts it right up along the edge. We don't want that. So what you need to do is take your paper and fold it in. I don't want you to give this a hard crease, because a hard crease will just not look that good. So just bring that to your center line and give it a soft fold. It'll still have a crease in it, but it won't look so bad. And let's go ahead and slip this in there. Now this is thin paper, so this slips in pretty easily. I'm going to put my hole right there. Now, if I go too far in, it's going to make an oval. So I don't want to go any more than about right here. Let's see what happens. Well, we did get an oval, but that's okay. If you don't like that, then try again. Now you have that shape. You could just trace around this and make the next one. Or you could just go like this and insert right about there. And hopefully they're similar in size. Now these are oval shape. That's okay. If you want circles, you'll have to practice how far in to put this so you don't get an oval, so you get a circle. But I think ovals are good, so I'm going to use them. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece back in as my hinge. You can glue it either side. Just depends on what you're going to do with it, or how you want to hinge it on your stuff. So there we go. Now we have our hinge in there. Okay, so what can we do with this? Well, you know, I kind of would like to put a roof on it. It might stick up out of my paper, but if I hinge it down here low, I could bring this right to here, and I want to put a roof on my little house here. I'm going to have it stick out over the edge just slightly. So I'm going to fold this in half to there, I think, and give it a crease. Just going to cut this off, and I'm going to wiggle along the bottom here to give it a little wiggly shape. See there? And now I'm going to leave a little bit of space there, and I'm going to cut out to the corner. And let's see what we have. So we have that. If you want to be able to bring it down lower, you might think about maybe cutting this part off. But putting it right up here would be a great idea, so we're going to do that. Okay, so now we have this part of our, whoops, I need to press this down so that glue will dry a little neater. Okay, so now we have, gosh, now we're making a birdhouse. You never know what you're going to come up with. So, I think we need some little labels on here for our bird to sit on. I have some little labels with numbers. So you can just cut some numbers out and put them underneath here if you like. You can cut a little piece of paper and put it underneath. Kind of like that. Oh, here's one with red on it. Like that. And if we bring it over to here, the bird can sit here. Oh, here's a... No, I don't like that. Oh, maybe we could cut a little strip out of here. Let's do that. I'm going to cut two. And we're going to put that one right there for our little bird to sit on. And I'm going to put some ink on here just to pop it out a little bit from this piece. Oh, the back of it looks good. Ooh, I like that too. What do I like better? Oh, I think I like that side better, guys. I'm going with it. Just going to pop that down right there. And do we want this one to go that way too? Or do we want it to go this way? Oh, I like the other side better. And we can still put a number tag on it. And that would be rather cool. Okay, so we have that. Okay, now our birdhouse has 2 places for birds to sit. I kind of feel like it still needs that number. So I'm going to put one here, like that. I'm not going to worry about the ink yet. There we go. And this one we're going to put up there, but we're going to offset it the other direction. Like this. There, that gives some added dimension and little steps up to the front door of the birdhouse. Okay, now, what else can we do? Oh, we need something on the inside of our birdhouse. Now I think something that would be cool would be to put, because birds love threads and stuff like that. I don't know about you, but I do put threads and stuff out for my birds. So let's assume this bird has found some nesting materials. And we're going to push that right in there, like that, for the bottom one. And then we'll get some more for the other one. Maybe I should use a little Fabri-Tac for that. I'm going to start it on the inside and pull it to the outside. And then we'll cut some off. But you know how birds are. They just love this stuff. So our bird has this around his birdhouse. But his neighbor, he prefers something a little different. So he's going to go and find Angela's thread bin. And he's going to get some other flavors for himself. Now perhaps he's going to find a little tiny ribbon in there. He might even find this tiny bit of lace. And he might find some of these fibers. So let's see what happens if we put all that together like a bird might try to do. And then we put some ribbon through it. Perhaps we would cut that off a little bit. Maybe our ribbon would be on the outside. Don't know. We'll try it. Let's find out what happens. So you do want to start it kind of from the inside and then shape it on the outside. That gives you a little more leverage with it. And we'll fix this inside so we can actually utilize it if we want to. And so we have this nice little ribbon sticking out there. I love that. See, you just never know how it's going to go. Now, this was not what I had planned today, but this is where we're going. Sometimes you just have to stop and listen to that little voice that says, I want you to do this. You know, it's a little voice in your head that says, no, 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 we're going this direction. And so you do. You go that direction to listen to that little voice. And this is turning out very cute, you guys. So now we need some birds. Where's my birds? I have a few birds here. Here is this one. Or this one could be flying in to give food. Little bugs to the little babies. I like that idea. Yes, I do. Okay. Here's some little birds on stamps that we could put in there. That's a good idea. So maybe you have some stamps. Here's a little bird in there. Oh, I love this little one. What would he look like in there? He would look like that in there. That would be okay. Kind of looks like she's looking down at her eggs that way. So I'm going to put this one in here. If I cut enough space around it, I did. I'm going to put that one in like that. But maybe, do we want an egg there? I think we want an egg showing. So, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. There's two with eggs. Let's do that. Oh, I'll be right there. Look at that. I have two pictures with nests and eggs. So we're going to insert that one in there. Now that looks very cute. We're just going to take the blue sky out of it and just kind of stuff it in there. No, we got to do it down like this. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to just put glue around the edges. And because this is all very thin paper, I'm using the Fabri-Tac here to tack this into place. And let's take that up a little bit. There we go. Oh, I like that. Now, I didn't put the bird in there, but we'll put the bird on. I put a bird on the outside. There, look at that. So, if we have the bird on the outside, then we probably should put like this one right here, getting ready to get in his nest. So I'm going to kind of fussy cut around this bird. I'm not going to cut real close to all the lines, just because it's so tiny. Whoops, that one I cut close to the line. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so we have this bird coming back to this nest. I'm going to ink around that bird just to fill in the fussy cut area so it looks a little better. Now this one I'm going to use art glitter glue. No glitter in this glue. No, no, no. I'm going to put it on just like that. Look at that. Oh, I should have inked that hole. That's okay. We'll take care of that in a minute. Okay, let me come back to you in just a few minutes. I'll be right back. So here we go. I went ahead and glued the other eggs in there. You've already seen me glue this one in. Now we want to close this up, but before we can do that, we're going to need to put something over this, because as you slide papers into this, they're going to get caught up on all these things in here that are loose. So, whoops. Don't really need to glue that down. We're going to glue something on the inside. I remember we cut one of these too small. Right here, didn't we? Yes, we did. Not too small, it's still too big. But we'll just cut it down. The most important thing is that it blocks this stuff from getting hung up on. It doesn't even have to go all the way down. It just needs to come to here even, just to block that off. But I've got it just chopped off to here, so I'm just going to utilize that. Let's put this on here. Now I thumb hole punched that, but really I have a roof to put on this. Remember, I was doing a birdhouse. I didn't remember. I was like, oh, what am I doing? So I'm just going to put the roof up here. I wonder what I did with it. Let's see if that roof is going to work. It is. I think probably what I need to do is do that a little bit differently. I wonder if we could use this. No, I don't want to use that. No, no, no. I don't want to use that. Angela, figure out what you're doing, girl. I need a double-sided paper. That's what I need. I can use this if I was to fold it over a little bit on itself like this. And let me just quickly cut this out. Those are just scrap papers for me right now. So I'm just going to glue this down, and then we'll figure out how we actually need to cut it. Because the way I have it cut, it's just not going to work too well. Okay. Alrighty. Now, what did I do with it? I don't know. I don't know what I did with it. I've got so much stuff out here today that I just need to toss some things aside. This side and that side. Well, we'll just have to, oh, there it is. Okay, the problem with this is it actually needs to come down to about here, which would mean this can't start until this would have to go up and then make a thing. Does that make sense? So, first I would have to cut this off nice and semi-even. And then a little bit here too. And okay. So then I could start from right about here. And how far up do we want it to go? Right there? Not very far. So we could cut it from here to there, and then do a little wiggly cut on the bottom. Let's see if that'll work. I don't really know. Okay, that will work. That brings it down a little farther, and makes it just a little bit better. So I think what we'll do is we will glue that side to side there, and then just clip a little bit of this off on the sides. Oh, better put some ink on that. Okay, I'm just going to put that right there, like that. And now we are going to go ahead and clip that little piece off. And we're going to clip that little piece off. And now we have this. Oh, how cute. Aren't we just cute? I hope I'm in the frame here. There we go. Now this is probably still going, is it going to stick out the top? No, we did it. We made it fit. Top to bottom, yay! So if you wanted to use this bird to come in down to here, I mean, you could just put him up on the edge or put him up there, because this is going to flip this way. So even if this was hanging out to here, it could still flip open. So it could be up here, but I think we better find a small bird, like that bird. Here we go. We do have this one. It could be looking right in there. Or we have this one looking here. Maybe this one. We have this little branch that's on it. We could just bring that over. Could we? I don't know. Let's try it. That gives us a couple of birds on there. Guess they're all neighbors. Oh yeah, that's the tree limb right there. So they could be coming in this way. Can't do that, because if they're off the edge here, they're not going to open. That will not work. They have to come in on this side. So we'd have to find this bird going this way, or this one coming this way. Perhaps we could tuck it in a little bit there. I'm sorry, my desk is a mess. That's the problem. And I've got so much stuff out here that it's causing me to get off camera. I might have to stop for a little bit because I have to pay the fence people. My nephews have been here putting a new fence up for me. And they did a wonderful job, I do have to say. They are the best nephews ever. So I'm going to put this one in. I'm going to cut this limb off right here. Cut around his little tail. And like this. I'm going to tuck this little piece right there in under there. So let me get a little glue on his head and his tail and his limb. Okay, let's tuck the limb under here like this. Look at that. Now it looks like there's one of those sticks sticking out of the birdhouse. And he is completely ready, or she, to go feed our baby birds. But we still have one problem. This is open. So go along this edge here. And this edge here. And seal that up. And let's take a look at it. Where is my... Let me see. I have it here? I don't know where I put my book. Oh, there it is. Let's see what this would look like in our book. This is made by Don Meadows, and it's a beautiful book. Here we go. Let's see if this will fit in here. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. We'll put it in right here in our idea booklet. And then we'll have to come back and make a tag for it. And we'll have to slip something under here. Like this. Oops. Get it in the right place, Angie. There we go. Don Meadows' YouTube is, I believe it's the Book Vandal. So there we go. Got a little birdhouse flip with a little tiny pocket in it right here that goes all the way down to here. So there we go. That is an idea that you could do if you want to make some holes. The birds just came out of this. Originally I was going to make just the windows, but the windows turned into birdhouses and the birdhouse turned into this flip. So there we go. And that is what we have done today. So thank you very much for joining me, and if you need some other ideas for windows, if you don't have certain items, let me know and I will figure something out. So I will talk to you later. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you all have a great afternoon or evening or wherever you're at. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.